Hello, everyone, and welcome to this reading. I hope you are all doing so well. So, today I'm going to be doing a reading into what do you need to know right now in order to move forwards. I'm feeling like there's an energy Spirit wants to talk about where some people might be feeling stuck or facing some kind of an obstacle or an ongoing situation. And I'm seeing that they just Spirit wants to bring through some kind of guidance around how to navigate this at this time. It could be a collective energy for something that you've personally been experiencing for a while. Like it could be just a passing collective thing that I'm picking up on, kind of this heavy energy. It might feel a little bit stuck. Things might feel stuck or heavy. Anyway, so let's just pull some cards and look into this. So if we have the wisdom of Avalon Oracle, Spirit, what do you want this person to know in order for them to move forwards in life right now? Ooh, we have death. Yeah, so the first message coming through for anyone who is feeling stuck in some way in life or facing some kind of a delay or an obstacle, things aren't working out, you're not moving forwards at the time you wanted to, or in a way you wanted to. Okay, I'm just feeling like you really are in alignment though, even though it might be causing some anxiety or some fear or some overthinking, some resistance. I actually feel like where you are right now is in alignment with a larger process, a larger sort of cycle that's taking place. With the water and this death card, I'm feeling like a very emotional energy here where I feel like a lot is being done in the subconscious, in your subconscious. This could be through dreams, or this could be just even in your waking life. You might be feeling a little bit more tired because I'm just seeing a lot of subconscious energy is being used up in this sort of emotional processing that's happening right now. Okay. There is a really deep change that is going to be coming out of this time. The time that we're in right now, it feels like we are each going through some kind of emotional initiation, I almost want to say, into a new version of ourselves. And I'm just seeing that what might be feeling like stuck or heavy energy could also just be the intensity of the emotions that are actually kind of coming through subconsciously. I'm feeling like a lot of this stuff is happening behind the scenes, kind of just out of your sight. So there could be a lot of confusion still in the energy field of like, what is going on? Why is this energy? Why do I keep coming up against this energy? Why can't I just do this thing that I want to do? Whatever might be kind of getting blocked, I feel like things might be getting delayed or blocked. It's because there's a deeper process happening. That's what Spirit wants you to know. Like the context of it is that there's a deeper process happening and you are emotionally healing. You are healing really deeply. It's almost like a trauma release collectively. And it could be making you really tired, could be making you need more sleep. It could be making you feel like you aren't sure what the reason is, but plans are cancelled or you're too tired or something like this. There is still this energy of surrender here. I mean, death is the ultimate surrender, right? There is like kind of powerful surrender. I feel like there's this energy that's coming through again, and it just feels sort of like outside of our control. And there's there's no need necessarily to try to take control because I'm just seeing that this isn't going to be forever. Okay, let's get a little bit more information here. Communication. Okay, so there's some of the emotion that I was feeling with the wasp. Okay, so we have communication and then we have the wasp, anger, retaliation, and jealousy. All right, so the wasp is sort of like painful emotions or when other people are triggered and they might lash out, that kind of energy. So in this case, the first energy, I'm sort of getting more of an inner world here, right? I'm feeling like there's spirits talking more about your inner world. And I feel like there could be some anger that's actually come up for you to release at this time. Okay. It could be sacred rage, could be also connected to grief because I find sacred rage and grief are kind of one and the same. They're always sort of connected to one another. But yeah, I'm just seeing that there's emotions that have come up and it might be making you feel really tired. But there's something here about if there can be a way that these emotions can be communicated with, this will help you to move forwards in some kind of a situation. This could also be really specific for some of you. I mean, this is just for some of you, but there could be that you need to communicate something that you are angry about in a relationship of some kind. Even if this person has passed away as well, you might need to just like say it out loud to their higher self, to your own, saying it to yourself. I don't know. There's something here about communication, getting something off your chest. For some of you, this is in a real life scenario that's happening for you at the moment, but you'll know if it's right, if you're meant to like speak up, if you're meant to communicate something that you're unhappy about or in something like this. But for most of you, though, this is more like an inner energy that has suddenly surfaced, like an emotion that has been really pushed down and repressed. And anger is actually a really common emotion to have repressed, and the thing with repressed emotions is that you're not really conscious that you're doing it. So you're not all like, oh, yeah, I know that I have all this repressed anger until you find out that you do. So I'm feeling like you might be surprised. There might be some confusion, like, well, I didn't realize that I was angry about anything, or I don't feel angry or whatever. But keep in mind, like, that's when that is sort of like the definition of a repressed feeling is that you're not aware of it. So, Spirit's saying something like about communication because it will help you to get this energy out and moving. And that's really going to help with like what the time is really asking of us at this time. Like I'm feeling like there's this real it's just like we got to surrender to the wave of energy that's coming through at this time and do what we can to align with it and go with it. Because yeah, it's intense. So let's get you some more cards here for your reading. So we have partnership here. So yeah, this could be talking about relationships. There could be dynamics being restructured within your relationships right now. This could also be causing delays. Okay, we have focus. So there is here, I feel, a message about focusing inwards. I really feel like it might be easy to try to focus outwards at this time on other people. But really, I feel that the way to move things forwards is to focus on yourself. Oh, we got some cat hair on the table. To focus on yourself, to focus inwards, and try to kind of help yourself emotionally process and integrate. And even through this reading, sometimes just hearing, like Spirit saying, keep an open mind just through this reading, hearing, like, oh, I'm having some repressed anger surfacing. Even just knowing that can actually help shift the energy. Even if you're kind of like, I don't really know what to do with that information, but even just having that be communicated into your conscious awareness, the anger can kind of start to become clearer to you. You might start to identify it and be like, oh, you know what? Yeah, actually, I have been really frustrated recently because I'm seeing that even just having this awareness be communicated, being brought into your awareness, this energy can start to be cleared. It can start to sort of make its way out. And I think you're just going to have a few things that you witness where you start to witness this emotion as it's clearing, and it starts to kind of speed up that process. And you're going to feel considerably lighter after this phase has finished kind of shifting. And it does feel quite a spiritual block. It feels like there's an energy that's passing through, like I said, with these eclipses that we just sort of have to surrender to at this time and sort of have a faith that there is a higher plan. There is like a higher purpose to what this energy is bringing in or breaking down within our life. There really is more to the story here. Like it's the tip of the iceberg is what we're going through right now. It's going to bring about quite a huge amount of change. So yeah, I'm really seeing that partnership for some of you, relationships, intimate relationships could be highlighted at this time. And as much as you can, keep the focus on yourself and what you can do, what your responsibility is, and kind of how you can care and nurture yourself. That's what I'm seeing. Like kind of try to really ground in through yourself Because I'm seeing there's actually a lot of insights here with the communication card that wants to come through at this time, which is why plans might be delayed or situations might be feeling stuck or blocked because I just keep seeing spirit, the universe, the divine redirecting your energy back inside of yourself, back inwards to actually have these downloads be so that you are almost present for these downloads to come in from spirit and for this work to happen in the subconscious, like I was saying, that you aren't really aware of. But there's so much that's actually being reorganized inside of you with this energy wave that's coming with these eclipses. So, yeah, as much as you can, bring your energy inwards and be present so that you can receive like a lot of communication, a lot of downloads at this time. I want to get like a prayer card. Okay, we're going to use this Archangel Michael Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. Okay, and I'm going to get you a prayer that's going to help you with whatever situation you might be facing at this time. Okay, all right, so we have detached from the situation. Archangel Michael, I ask you to use your flaming sword to cut any attachment to fear or drama so that I may be centered in the knowingness. Sorry, that word kind of took me out there. Let me start again. Archangel Michael, I ask you to use your flaming sword to cut any attachment to fear or drama so that I may be centered in the knowingness that peace is everywhere within me and this situation. Wow, so detached from the situation. I feel like there's so many layers of this card, what it's trying to say. But if you are experiencing any kind of drama, because it says, yeah, detaching from the drama or the fear of a situation, if you're experiencing any kind of fear or drama, especially in relationship with others, again, I just feel like part of the detaching from the situation is to try to focus on yourself. In this situation, focus on yourself because it's going to really keep your energy in really good integrity. And it's really also kind of what you need to do at this time is to take care of yourself, to prioritize your own self care and to kind of try to not feed into the drama or make it bigger. And yeah, as much as you can detach from the situation. For those of you who are just going through some kind of a frustrating time, maybe some kind of frustration, some kind of resistance in life, something not working out, as much as it might be frustrating or causing some kind of fear or anxiety or stress or burden or worry or whatever. I know it might be causing those things, but spirit is really saying try to detach from the situation because sometimes we don't know that things happening out in our life are actually happening to serve us and to serve our highest good. And that's what I'm getting from this current situation is that there's something, and I just saw in the back of the deck, we also have romance angels are helping you. So I got another message as I got to bring through in a second. Okay, so I'm just seeing detached from the situation because it's actually working out in your favor. It's actually in alignment with your highest good. This is actually spirit's protection or spirit helping you in some way, even though I know it might feel frustrating on the surface. But if you could see the multi-layered workings of what is going on right now, then you would feel really grateful. And that's what spirit's sort of trying to shift your perception to see and to be aware that, yeah, you are actually being helped. You are actually being assisted. You are actually moving forwards. It just might not look like that on the surface, but things aren't what they seem with this energy that we're in right now. Like things really are not what they seem. Don't trust it. Don't judge a book by its cover here because there's a lot of things that might be hiding right in front of you that might be surprising, coming through, like some more surprises coming in, or things that you feel like, oh, this thing was working against me, or it's so annoying or frustrating, could actually turn out to be like serving you in a way that you might find out later. Like you might be like, wow, I was so lucky that, I couldn't catch that bus on time because it turned out it crashed or whatever. It's that kind of thing. There's a lot of energies that might seem kind of, like I said, it might on the surface seem like, oh gosh, it's so annoying that I'm stuck in traffic or whatever, but it's actually keeping you from some other kind of negative. Do you know what I mean? There's something like this where spirits kind of ask you to kind of keep an open mind because I'm seeing that's what the spirit guides really want to say because they might have some people getting a bit mad at I'm seeing some people might have been getting a bit mad at their spirit guides lately, which is totally like, it's just it is what it is, but it's just funny the way the spirit guides are coming through. They're like, "Please, can you tell them that actually we're actually still working for them. We're doing everything we can. It just might be kind of you know, a bumpy ride, okay?" Okay, so then we have the romance angels are helping you. Hold on, we gotta read it. Dear guardian angels of my soulmate, thank you for preparing my soulmate and me for love, for giving us the motivation to make healthful life changes, and for arranging for us to meet. Thank you for helping us to recognize each other and have the courage to say hello so that we can eventually delve into a truly intimate relationship. Okay, so I feel like there's a relationship theme for sure that's been happening. Um, at this time in the energy field, okay? Some of you might have been having some issues within partnership, within romantic relationships. Some of you who are single might have been really feeling that you are longing and desiring for a relationship. I'm feeling there's been some kind of a theme around partnership, around solitude, around, you know, basically a reassessment of certain relationship or relationship dynamics, maybe some shadow energy that's been coming up to be cleared within relationship. Like I said, your own energy of wanting relationship, I feel like it would be really highlighted during this energy that we're going through right now. In some way in your life is going to be highlighted to you, or maybe even reflected to you outside of yourself, like other people's relationships, having things go like some kind of drama or situations happening in other people's relationships. I'm just seeing in some way it's going to be shown to you or reflected to you. And Spirit's kind of saying to have faith, to if pray in the situation if you want to, but romance angels are helping you once again. I feel like anything that's surfacing within yourself around relationship or within actual relationships in your life or surrounding you are things once again that needed to come to light. They needed to be illuminated. They needed to come to the surface and be cleared. And I'm seeing that partnerships, like it's coming up because partnerships are wanting to go to a new level of more love, of more depth of connection. And so certain things are kind of needing to be purged. Certain things might be needing to be said. Again, with the communication, there's certain things that might need to come to light, and you might need to say some things, or things might be said to you within partnerships of certain kinds. So, yeah, overall, Spirit's kind of like chill, it's it's going to be okay. Things are going all right. Detach from the situation as much as you can. Pray to Spirit about relationships in life or romance if that's something that has been on your mind. Spirit saying pray, ask for help, know that help is coming, but do still pray. Pray for help, okay? It's a really important piece. I always work with prayer, and it's such a powerful thing that we have available to us. We can pray for other people as well, which I really feel like is something else Spirit is saying at this time, to pray for others, because a lot of people are going through some really tough things, and I think that this energy we're going through is no joke. It's definitely strong. So Spirit's saying it's all for our highest good. As much as we can detach, go with it, and yeah, look forward to the transformation, all right? That is the end of your reading for today. If you did resonate and you would like to check out more of my work, I do have a store where I sell light language energy healings. If you resonated with this healing and you're wondering what you might want to check out, I would recommend the Union Within light language tape. I really feel like that energy is sort of perfect for this partnership card that's come up, for the romance card that's come up, and just this sense of communicating within yourself, having intuition and trusting in the messages, the innate messages that you're receiving. The Union Within tape would just be perfect for the energies that were brought up in this reading. So I'll link it down below. You can read more about it and see if it might be right for you in your life. If you do already have the Union Within tape, I would recommend listening to that after, like at some point today after watching this reading. And yeah, other than that, I'm sending you all so much love and light, okay? Take really good care of yourself.